Off-white, still do 30,000 on the off night. Hindsight, his body would've dropped if alive right. Ayo, niggas say they gon' let that K go. Fuego, banana be the clip for this.
Peace, family. So we back with another episode of the TrakWolf Godcast.
We back.
I'm your boy TrakBeatz.
And I'm the kid, Ayo Ab.
Ayo. Y'all know what fucking time it is, you know what I'm saying? What's good, bro, man?
What's up with you, brother?
You already know.
How you?
You already know the vibes.
Always a pleasure to be back, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the opportunity. Y'all support what this man doing. He giving us a platform, you know what I mean?
And vice versa, you know what I'm saying? You got some new music you working on, so
yeah,
I wanna
man.
dive into that first.
Yes, indeed, man. I came here to do the public service announcement. This is the first time you're gonna be hearing this information. I haven't posted it on any social medias or anything like that, man. But the EP about to drop. It's called Peace God. Y'all can expect that July 4th. It's July 4th weekend. I know y'all gonna be turning up, so I'm giving discounts the first let's say 100 people that go and download the music. It's gonna be on all streaming platforms that you can find it. And get in tune, man. It's AOF. EP about to drop. I know y'all been waiting.
Big facts. So that was his music y'all was hearing at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna have some tunes for y'all afterwards, you know what I'm saying? So and tap into the breaks, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I put something in there before, you know what I'm saying, for y'all too as well, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna help support each other out here the best way we can do it, you know what I'm saying? So
100% always, man.
big facts, man.
Yeah, brother.
So what kind of got you motivated, you know what I'm saying, to getting your feet back down on the ground again, pushing everything?
You know, I think I have the disease of perfection. You know, so I'm such a perfectionist that, you know, sometimes I hide myself from critique. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to a point where, you know, I was making all these songs, I was making a lot of music, and I just wasn't playing them for anybody. Because to me, it didn't sound right yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's like me sitting on beats, I got you.
You know what I mean? Producers, they understand it completely. You know what I mean? So I'm working on 10, 12, 15 songs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on 15 songs, and it's just not perfect. You know what I mean? I always try to go in there and give the best body of work that I can. So I don't go into it in a situational thinking like, yo, I'm trying to make a hit record. I'm trying to do the absolute best that I can on this beat. And every time I hear the beat, I hear something different. I hear something that can change. I hear a verse that needs to be better. You know what I mean? So my comparisons is the people I grew up listening to. Like, I'm from New York, as y'all should know by now. If not, it's Harlem in the building.
Big facts.
But, you know, we grew up on Hot 97. That's Biggie. That's Nas. That's Tupac. That's Jay-Z. That's Big Pun. That's Fat Joe. That's Big L. Mobb Deep. If I left out Biggie, it's a crazy line of people. The Locks, Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lil Kim,
so
Foxy.
Come on, bro. We gonna disrespect somebody by not naming them. So
I'm gonna stop.
It's all love. But let's like
Run DMC.
So come on, son. Rock Kim. Listen, Rock Kim. KRS-One. You hear me?
Listen to me, everybody. All that. It's where hip hop started. I'm just gonna say that.
South Bronx.
Know. Boogie down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to New York. But nah, man, you know, so when you grow up having those type of influences, subpar is unacceptable.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Ours.
So I'm paying attention to the way people is vibing to the music. I play it for my producer. That's the only nigga that has heard every single song I made. It's some shit that I got that my best men ain't never heard. You know what I mean? It's perfection. It's not there yet. It's cooking. So every time I give you something, that wow factor is important to me. You know what I mean?
So do you carry it that same way in life when you maneuvering?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's 110%. I'm going to tell you why. I got Caribbean parents. My father is an immigrant.
I want to know
from Guyana. You know what I'm saying? So the work ethic is different. His understanding is different. Anybody that got West Indian parents, like, I can't go tell my pops, like, yo, I want to be a rapper. What? You better go get a trade, nigga. Go to college, get an education. Like, they won't try to hear that shit. My mother's more the dreamer. She's Puerto Rican and Indian, but she was born in America. So that's first generation American.
So do you tell her rapper?
Absolutely. They 100% supportive of it. They was always like, I mean, parents are back then.
We gotta stamp it as an artist or a creator.
Facts.
We gotta stamp it as an artist or a creator. I like that better because some of the people I know, in the music I listen to, I know they are creators, they artists, you know what I'm saying? But some people do rap. What you explaining to me sounds like a creator or artist, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like a rapper. When I think of a rapper, I think of the Tootsie Pop, you know what I'm saying? Right. 100, 2, a 3, a 3.
Like, I feel you, brother. I think it comes from I mean, it all kind of stems from the perfection perspective, man. Like, I'm trying to make a piece of art. So everybody that I aspire to be in a professional sense, I only aspire to be God. Let's get that correct. But you know, everybody that I aspire to be in a professional sense, like the mindset, the attitude, the direction, all of those things are so important. And I want to make timeless shit. Art is timeless. It's people buying Da Vinci shit right now. It's people that just Basquiat had the highest selling picture of all time. Broke the record books.
So what do you do? Is it something you do to make it timeless, or is it the being itself that makes it timeless?
I think it's people, we attach ourselves to energy. So you're talking about an entity, right? This is not a person you know personally. But when you hear them and you listen to their story and their struggle, you can relate to it almost to a point where they're walking with you. You know what I mean?
And
so
you know what the scary part of that is? Mm-hmm. It's like Lil Durk was the one that I picked up the group when they first started making music.
I did too.
You know what I'm saying? It was Lil Durk first, and then it was Lil Reese. And them two...
Yeah, I definitely thought Reese was going to shake.
You know what I'm saying? I realized why they maneuvered the way they maneuvered, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was making a little bit more sacrifices
right.
than the other one, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like... when mainstream artists, or let's just say mainstream anything as a creator, like, do you feel like it's still as authentic when you have other people doing it for you, but you're still presenting it and then adding 2 cents? So like, if it's
talking like some Drake shit, like a nigga wrote that stuff, like
I was trying to.
Oh nah, that's not. We're gonna be direct, my
okay,
nigga. Fuck all that some ghostwriting Drake shit.
Because
this is no disrespect.
Because they trying to say that shit about. They don't say it about Dirk, but he goes by the voice of the streets.
Right.
So with you saying that, I like to listen to shit that I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how we vibe off the music. So if other people know that, you could just get a little being that's easy to control and then have him keep writing the same music that you think niggas like us would feel. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I don't agree with that stance at all. But you said, do I think what? You said, do...
Like, nah, you already said hell nah. Ain't no Drake ghostwriting shit.
None of that shit. That's a dub. I was
talking about like
that
you
immediately
feel like you getting the same credit or accolades if like somebody else do the creation, but and you just do like 5% or 15%.
You said, do I still think you can get the accolades?
Yeah.
Or do I agree with them getting them?
Do you agree?
I do not agree with them getting them. Nah, because it's a collective.
Does that remove the organic nature from it to you?
Yes and no. I say yes because that's still drawn from somebody. So that's somebody's pain. That's somebody's anguish. That's somebody's joy. That's somebody's understanding. You know what I mean? It might not be being presented by that individual, but that's still a thought process. That's still an energy that somebody out here in this world has to give to people. And then on the flip side, the no is the obvious. Like, you know what I mean? As a creative, it's like steroids. You know what I mean? If I'm the nigga that's writing the hooks, I'm writing the verses, I'm writing the in and outs, I'm writing the overdubs. If I'm that nigga, I'm doing my own production. Like, it's niggas that produce their own shit, record their own shit. Yeah. And now I'm going up against a machine. What you expect? They expect niggas to be John Henry out here. Yeah. Go through it, live and die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how could you give a nigga that got 8 people working on his records the same shit you give me and I'm all for Dolo?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
And what's crazy is...
Or they gotta have a separate part for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't...
What's crazy is we know what's going on over here with quote-unquote rappers, right? I'm good right this second. With rappers, right? My spirit was like, yes, and then my body... I caught it and was like, my body was like, get it, because my body used to, my spirit was like, nah.
Got you, listen. That's some song right there.
Yeah. But it's like, the motherfucking... what was I gonna say? You know how they got all these images of different quote unquote black or brown artists, you know what I'm saying,
right.
getting killed or committing suicide, whatever story they want to put on it, it's always something in the media about that or happening in Western world with hip hop. Vice versa in, I want to say in Japan, they motherfucking only letting entrepreneurs make but so much money before they making them disappear. So it's like the same concept. When I think about it now, it's like they'll let you come and do your thing by yourself, but you gotta stop at a limit. If you try to keep going, then they're gonna remove you from the picture independently. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
These people are afraid of losing control.
Yeah, what you gotta be mindful of is that, you know, we live in this world, even though we might not be of it.
Yeah.
But at the same token, this is a movie and everybody got a part to play. That's the shit we gotta be real about. You know what I mean? Like they've killed every black leader, all of them. You don't have one. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think publicly,
it's part of the movie.
Publicly, we don't. But what happened is, it's like Willy Wonka when the little kid went in there, he got to disperse into all these little pieces before he come back to work.
Right.
Y'all knocked the big one off, and now it's a bunch of little ones around, and we collectivize it again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm definitely not.
So it's
the
one
movement
pushing.
here. Right.
Yeah, it's one pushing, but yeah, because now a lot of people understanding that in order to get to that position, you have to attach to the system.
Right.
And once you're involved in the system, they already understand that it's other shit that go with these contracts in this bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is per se. I just have an idea, but
it might be very accurate in that understanding too. That's a fact.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree with all that shit.
So
for sure.
So the shit get confusing, but we just talking about as far as music, but that shit can go for anything.
Oh, it's everything
in life. Yeah.
Don't think that they don't have control over everything that's accessible. You know what I mean? Like, this is a small, minute amount of positional power that they have. So
it is. So it is. How you feel about, like, do you agree that this is a spiritual war going on out here?
Oh, for sure.
Alright, so as far as that being,
hold on, I don't have to cut you off. I'm gonna put it like this: like, somebody's coming back soon. Whether it's Jesus, Allah, Buddha, somebody. This shit is so wicked out here.
I think what they did was
somebody's coming.
I think they put it on one person when it's already a collectivized energy.
Right.
See, we all thinking that it's somebody from each different religion or spiritual base that's gonna come back.
It's a physical,
but really, it's an energy form that's coming back. It's like that cycle is coming back around the golden era. You know what I'm saying? Where everything is peace and love. Right now, we at the brinks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now everybody trying to get back to peace and love. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So that's what I was kind of thinking as far as that department when it came to all of that shit. Just because, like, if what we do in life is like a cycle, then life itself has to kind of be a cycle.
Yeah, of course.
So when they say
everything comes back around.
Yeah. So when they be trying to say, like, all this stuff going on with the pollution and all this fucking global warming, it's hard for me to believe that. Right. And the only way for me to really believe it is if I think of it in a form as in, like, they're removing all of the trees, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and now that is changing. That's changing some kind of formula of what's going on. Because now it's that enough trees, give it enough shade. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. We just got to be aware. We got to be aware. You got to pay attention. Big fucking facts.
You went deep, bro. No homo. You know pause. You feel me? Big pause on that. I was like, yo, I was in my chair like, yo, he really says some shit. I never heard that perspective on that topic at all.
Me either. It just came down.
Wow.
Like I
see, when you got your receptors open and your third eye is awake,
I wasn't even
happens
thinking like that.
Now you was just processing information.
Because I did some research on the Japanese shit and then the other shit, but then sometimes when I start going one-to-one and connecting shit,
you ever get in a rabbit hole? Keep it real.
Hell yeah.
I say no more.
Hell yeah.
I thought I was the only nigga that would, deep, like.
Yo, I went so far in the rabbit hole, I came out and said, I'm good. I
seen all the shit I need to see.
I got an idea of what y'all doing down there, how far it goes. I don't really want to know anymore. I just know that was deep enough for me, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay on the surface level, because that shit will have you diving. That's how I really started diving, was from doing the music. And I got to the music by following and helping. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what you want to do, follow the right person. Follow the right person.
That's it.
Follow the right person. I didn't know what I was doing. I ain't no dummy. I ain't gonna just follow anybody around. But my brothers and them wanted to do some music. I'm like, shit, I don't know what I want to do, but I can figure out how to fill in over here and help y'all figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Me learning that shit, bada bing, bada boom. I went from watching comedy, funny, fighting shit to fucking Joe Rogans to fucking Young Pharaohs to like all kind of fucking shit that they don't even put on YouTube anymore. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit they took away, banned, like.
Nigga, they took somebody off YouTube. I was busting with that nigga too. It was
They just took Young Pharaoh down.
Yeah. Boom. He said
Young Pharaoh.
I was like, yo, somebody was on there.
Young Pharaoh. They took his main page. He still got another page, but they took him down. I was like, shit. But me and Blizzy was talking before our shit happened. I was like, he was like, what you think gonna happen if, you know, them people wanna take our shit down, or if they come over this way? I'm like, then this shit gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I already did my part as far as this right here. Like, this is your stop. Like, this is landing. Like,
right. Next one.
Yeah, like, come on, fuck.
I said, what you mean, nigga? We gotta stop.
Come on, fuck, nigga. They ain't gonna come to me and be like, oh, y'all getting too big now,
right.
So no, y'all gotta either do this or we're gonna do that. Nigga, do what you got to do. Right. Don't talk my head off. You gonna have to show me. You know what I'm saying? Fucking talking my head off.
Yo.
I get tired of that shit already. When all that COVID shit happened, they make you run through loops to get your bread. When it's like, y'all took all that shit away. Why you making me go through all this headache for some shit that y'all created?
Right.
If you wanna just let me live and survive, I guarantee you I'll be Gucci. But y'all don't wanna do that. They don't wanna do that. Y'all don't want to let a nigga just live. Y'all don't want to let none of us just live. We have to know and learn and want to live, because we almost brought into survival mode right now, right away, because the people that we raised by,
a lot of niggas is living to die. That's it.
Survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of survival mode. Gotta
tap in.
Yeah.
Gotta lock in, bro. That's so.
Are you in survival mode, or are you in kind of living peaceful space right now?
I'm in a good place, man. You know, just with the music and stuff kicking off. You know, I dropped the mixtape probably 6 months ago, so top of the year. You know what I mean? I had some time to put some shit together during COVID. It was all features. You know what I mean? My inspiration was really coming from the shit I was listening to. So, not features, but covers. You know what I mean? So I was doing people's joints. So I did some Dave E shit. I did some Drake shit. So the mixtape is on SoundCloud and Spotify. Not Spotify, SoundCloud and Dat Piff. So free download. Just go get that shit a listen. You know what I mean? Tap in and lock in on that.
I had the links down below.
Yeah. It's called Justice League. So you can find that joint under AO Ave and all that. But I dropped that mixtape. I just got an opportunity, you know what I mean? I got some beats, that shit got out, a couple niggas was feeling it. I got an opportunity to do like a couple online Instagram shows. So it was putting them little joints together. I did like 4 or 5 of those.
For real?
Yeah, my joint jumped like 1,000 people. I had like 1,800 followers. I got like 27 of them, just off that little.
That's
you know
good.
What I mean?
That's
some
good.
Slight shit.
That's good marketing. Cause that was my next strategy as far as marketing. Like, I'm cool with pushing my shit, but I wouldn't mind stepping on some other platforms too. But that's not something I'm going to press. But I wouldn't mind doing that.
That's part of my perfection mindset too. I didn't think I was prepared to come and do shit like that. Like, I wasn't ready to present my brand to anybody. It wasn't ready yet. You know what I mean? Like, I was babying the shit out of it. And a nigga told me, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. if you don't drop this mixtape, who fucking knows, bro?
It's crazy you said that.
Like, that was really the energy. I was like, yo, who knows? You don't know what the fuck it's gonna do if you don't put it out. Like,
big facts.
You know what I mean?
Big facts. And on that note, we're gonna cut to this break and slide back to y'all.
Slide.
Peace, family. So we back from the break, you know what I'm saying? So our next discussion, what we're gonna get into next, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, missing 100% of the shots you do not take.
Don't take.
You don't take, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you primed it up, so I'll go ahead and just shoot some shit out there, you know what I'm saying? Just a little small example of what we're talking about. Right. So earlier today, I went out to grab some food in between the breaks and shit, you know what I'm saying, right. After I got done filming, and then I went by my little usual lake spot where I go kick it and meditate at for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So after I had got over there, or whatever, it was a bunch of people over there, just different kinds of people, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But for me, I know when certain energy is trying to pull me, even if I'm not paying attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But normally I would just kind of bypass and keep going on about my business. But I realized that I've been running into so much unhealthy shit. If I'm ever going to want something healthy, I have to shoot some shots.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
For
as
sure.
I was getting into the car, I realized, damn, all these people out here, I should give my business card to somebody while I'm out here. It's already a vibe right here pulling. Let me just get a card and go over here and hand it to them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I was only out there for like 20, 30 minutes maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
But naturally, I wasn't even going to shoot the business card out there to anybody. I just went out there to kind of go meditate, you know what I'm saying? But what I did was, I was like, oh shit, I gotta get this shit out here. Like I said, I want to be doing these things.
Right.
I gotta shoot the shot, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So when I had shot it, when I shot it, I didn't even think about somebody coming at me or playing defense or trying to block me, you know what I'm saying? I went over there and said what I had to say. He handed them the card, told them what's up, what was going on, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? And then I kept it moving from there.
Right. That's fine, bro. It's like I said, man, it was just same energy. I was like, yo, the niggas is hearing it. You know what I mean? It be slight shit, like my producer be working, and somebody would come in and have to say some shit, and they stand there, and they knock into the shit. They're like, yo, that's a banger. And I'm like, alright. Then another nigga in here. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, alright. So I'm getting good energy, but I'm like, yo, it's not ready yet. Is it not ready, or you know what I mean? You pump faking or you shooting? What you doing? I had to keep it real with myself. I really had to look at myself. I had some real niggas pull up and chop it up with me, and they was like, yo, this shit is banging. Like, what why this not dropping? What you doing?
You not shooting?
Nah, at all. I was motherfucking John Stockton at the top of the key. I was trying to pass that shit. I wanted somebody to accidentally hear it. Yeah, what?
You was like hot sauce on the court.
It was no assists being made. I was not shooting, passing. I was doing shit.
You were just handling that bitch.
Yo.
The spin the dip, like.
Yo. And I'm gonna tell you what I dropped. I dropped the Dreams and Nightmare remix for Meek Mill. Dropped that shit on Instagram. Yo, my nigga got like 900 views. And to some niggas ain't like 900, but that's all organic. Like, I ain't got no posts. My shit ain't on YouTube. Like, none of that.
Nah,
like, just niggas coming to the page.
Nah, I feel you. I'm an organic person, so
that shit
I respect all dippers.
Bro, facts. So 900, and I hadn't posted in like 3-4 months. Like, dumb long. So as soon as I posted that, I was like, oh shit. So I started trying to post shit like once a week. So I was doing like twice a week. So niggas was saying shit like 3 times a month. I was doing in-studio shit. I was like, oh, all right, niggas is in tune. Even though I'm not consistent at all. So like my main focus now is being consistent. I'm keeping it big. My shit be like 12 days in between. I just be like, yo,
it's hard to
I be forgetting to do this shit. I really do. Unless I'm doing music. That's how I know how long it's been since I went to the studio. Cause I record it and then I play it. I'm like, damn, nigga, you ain't been in 3 weeks. We gotta get on that. You know what I mean? Procrastination is a motherfucker too.
So do you manage shooting your shots the same way as far as in real life when you got handled real life situations as far as like,
nah, I keep it. It's the same energy. I tell you why. I learned at a young age. Like I ain't had my father, so you know you outside like niggas was. You know you get into shit, and you know a lot of niggas had their buffer zone. Like I go, you know what I mean. You can go talk to your pops, or your pops will pull up. I ain't had nobody go get.
I didn't have no shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had nobody to go get, so I had to kind of stand on shit at that moment in time. So I developed an understanding that like it's never gonna be as bad as it is at that moment. At the height of the situation, it'll never get worse, so it only goes down. So whatever the circumstances are, that's the worst it's gonna be. You run into a issue, and the moment it's addressed, and y'all both see each other energy, that's as bad as it's gonna get. So I got comfortable with the understanding like whatever is happening this is as bad as it's gonna get. So whatever energy it is, it's only gonna go down. So I'm with whatever the energy is.
It is what it is.
Right. Like 50 Cent said, that nigga said, I don't want no problem, but when it's a problem, I tell him no problem. Like, you feel me? That's a wild nigga. Shout out to 50, but he'll probably never see this. But if he do, you know, we said it here first on TrakWolf Godcast. Shout out to Fifth, man.
Hey, you already know.
You know. That's an inspirational nigga too. I like his whole persona. Matter of fact, what's your thoughts on 50 Cent? You think he an internet plug?
Yeah.
Word? He an industry plug?
What you mean by industry plug?
A plant, excuse me. I said plug. An industry plant? You think they switched my man? Y'all think y'all switched my man Fifth?
Oh, like nigga, clone?
Clone? I don't know about the clone and shit. Remember last time he was like niggas foreheads don't
I forgot that.
I was done. That nigga said, I don't give a fuck how long you been in jail. Y'all care if you did 5 years, 20 years.
Nigga forehead.
Your forehead don't change.
Yeah, nah. That shit. Unless a nigga beat it in with like, you know, niggas put the big sockets, the big adapter sockets in the sock. Or you might catch some batteries in the sock. You could beat a nigga shit in and change his shape that way, but and that Gucci shit was smooth.
Nah,
like they just shaved that shit down.
Get that nigga forehead out of here. Yo, I'm bugged
Shout out to old Gooch, the real Gooch. I fuck with the real
Gucci. Rest in peace, Gooch.
Hey, rest in peace, man. That shit crazy, man. They doing a lot of shit out here. That's why I constantly be on that fucking spiritual war shit. Motherfuckers talk about it, but you really gotta know who your enemies are. It don't matter how long you known somebody.
That be the niggas that do it.
Yeah, that shit don't matter.
Close to you.
Oh, I grown up with them. That's how they are. If that's how the fuck they are, and you aware and you okay, nigga, then what's up with you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do some deep digging yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Tell you, I know niggas that got done in by their best man. Like, on some.
It's easy when you're that close to somebody.
It's niggas that can't get close to him other than that one person.
Yeah, it's easy when you get that close.
Everybody got a nigga in their phone right now that you going crazy for. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a problem you pulling up. Like, that's the only nigga I can get close to a person like that. Especially if you wild or the niggas is wild and shit like that. So
yeah,
it'd be like that.
Yeah, so you gotta be very aware and mindful of the beings that surround you and how they vibrate. You know what I'm saying? So what I always do to test the waters is, you know what I'm saying, I like to see where they going to. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to judge nobody where they been at, but I'm gonna judge you by where the fuck you going. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna judge you by
Show me your friends. I'll show you your future.
If you ain't
real,
minimized. I don't even like using the word friend. I be trying to change the goddamn word.
I got friend. Brothers. Niggas I don't have friends. You family if you're around me.
Yeah, nigga, we a tribe, nigga. You can call me for anything. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how I should feel, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I damn sure give it vice versa.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, when you dealing with an organic nigga, a nigga that stand for shit, you know, got principles, morals, and values, and these niggas fuck with you, any shit you get into, they gon' ride, nigga.
No
we
choice.
Gon' ride, nigga. Like, you don't even comprehend. Like, it don't even matter if that might happen to be our last situation.
Right.
We gon' ride, nigga. And it don't matter if we were a nigga or if we were a female. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we still gon' ride. So when people want to take advantage of that shit, it's like, damn, yo, I could just thrash you right now. Bitch, I can just kick you out the way right now. Like, why the fuck is you doing all that shit? You don't even know the extent that I was willing to go for you. Yes, you know what I'm saying? So that shit be blowing my mind when motherfuckers be doing that shit.
Hey, listen, we the last of the best. That's what we gotta understand. I'm gonna say that we are the last of the best. Like, it's no more of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, the direction we in, the path that people is on, the way niggas feel about life. Like, COVID it was, a lot of people don't understand, it was fucked up in the hood before COVID. It's really fucked up in the hood now. So, you know, these is like lawless individuals. Like, they call these niggas Generation X or Z or whatever the fuck. That's what these niggas is lost. They can't get found. Like,
and everybody.
We the last of the best. Nigga, we have, at this point, you have a duty for humanity to make sure that this shit gets sustained. If not, bro, if there's no real niggas left, this shit over with.
Big facts. And that's
this
why
whole shit would be Chicago.
And
like, it'd be crazy out here.
And look, and when it's niggas like us having daughters, that's why we supposed to still be in their lives to show them what a fucking real nigga is, or a high man with values is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, an example, so that way you ain't gotta worry about them fucking with some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? You can keep that fuck shit out the family, and they already know what time it is.
Right. Out the gate.
But you gotta have your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Which I know it ain't easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I've been doing some digging my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realize a lot of us got abandonment issues.
This fatherhood shit tough.
But we took it a different way. This
shit tough.
How long you been at it now? Almost
10 years.
10 years?
10 years, man. Yeah. I'm doing my young boy since he was 1 year old.
Yeah. You got a nice piece, and I'm halfway. A lot of people have a hard time with that shit. I was kind of forced to face that shit young because of my upbringing with my mom being fucking toxic emotionally, not being there. My sperm donor don't give a fuck. And when he was physically abusing, so that didn't fucking matter. And then we used to watch scary movies when I was young, so it was kind of like a pre-interlude to like that chakra already, and then trying to ground myself. It was a long process growing, you know what I'm saying? I'm reflecting on it now and can say that and be able to, you know, do that now. But at the time, I didn't know what the fuck that shit was, you know what I'm saying? That shit was just going on. I was just like, alright.
I don't know what this is. I feel you.
That shit get out of you.
I grew up in similar circumstances.
And what I realized is, it's like, that's our soil.
That's fast.
When you plant a seed outside, what you gonna plant it in?
Right. Soil.
You gotta pop that shit a couple inches in the ground and cover it up. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
The rows that grew from concrete, my nigga.
It's always shit. When you in the city, you see this shit all the time. Grass growing up in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how the fuck this little thin ass piece come through this concrete. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the ones that don't got no cracks in the fucking sidewalk.
That's the one that fought to the top.
It's like you just pushed you just kept working your way through all this cement over all this time. Patient.
Through the top. Yep.
Just for some fuck nigga to come cut your shit off. You shouldn't be visible.
Hey, you shit. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
You worked how long, nigga?
Fuck out of here. 20 years. Hey, get him out of here.
Cut his legs off.
Pull that nigga roots up. I want the whole ground gone. Like, God damn,
that's what it is. And like the mainstream in the industry and all that shit. Like, you put all that groundwork in. What you're doing. Putting all that groundwork in. And then they extort you for your talents. It's like, oh, nigga, you sprouting up. Oh, let me cut them legs off.
Yep. You got it. You know what they do? They force rappers to become dependent on the system. You know what I mean? The systematic way of progressing in that situation. Yeah. Like you said, once you get to a certain point, you gotta play ball. That's how that work. Or you gonna stay at this tax bracket.
How you feel about playing ball?
Never. Independent, baby. All that shit that they gonna give me up front, I'm gonna get on the back end. I've been hustling. That's how it work. You know what I mean? Make sure the plug got his bread. You got your product, you always stay ahead. simple mathematics. Any street nigga or any real nigga that's been in that situation understand these mathematical equations equal to this understanding. But yeah, man, it's no reason to sign it. For what? The only thing the machine can offer me is money. Everything else is not organic. The relationships is not organic. I'm getting paid to be around
Even
niggas.
when you think about that, look at Money Man.
Money Man, a millionaire independent.
Money Man signed, didn't make no music.
Yep.
Paid his way out his contract and back to dropping music again.
Wow. That's ownership.
Doing what you saying right now is like flipping your bread, but I'm just saying like
Right.
it's
I think, did Money Man sign a 360?
hell no.
What he signed? He signed like 4.
I don't really know that nigga details, so I ain't
Yeah.
gonna shoot that shit out there.
I
But
feel you. Listen,
But
we ain't pocket watching. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out.
I know he
Like, who he
signed. He
signed
signed to Baby.
Oh,
Baby had signed him, and then he stopped
like
making.
he got cash
This
money.
was right after he did Boss Up. I had to Boss Up for a check. That shit with Traumatone. He did that joint and a couple other tracks, and then he had signed to Baby.
Right.
And then he didn't drop no music for like a year or two, and then that year or two, that's when Moneybagg Yo was basically popping, because it was like right when Money Man was going, Moneybagg Yo, they was the neck and neck, you know, for the Money name. And then I knew Money Man was gonna take it. That's what I was fucking with. But then he disappeared after he signed.
Nah, that nigga Money Man fire.
Yeah.
And he got Atlanta on lockdown for real. I was like, yo, I see the little vlog he had. I was like, oh, he getting to it. That nigga got a cannabis
So
business,
unless he doing
everything.
it, so he probably signed, like you said,
Yeah.
double flipped, and then was able to just be like, here, I just give you this shit back.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that was his hustle, but some people don't really think that way. And he did that shit so quick. It was only a year or two, because he went in with the bag independent already. You know what I'm saying?
He had some chicken before him.
So that's why I was thinking, why would you sign with Baby and you already popping? I was like, I don't know. Don't
Maybe
matter.
he gave him $1 million.
He could have. I don't know. We was just basically comparing, you know what I'm saying, as far as like
I feel you.
how that part goes. But on that note, we're gonna slide to this break and we're gonna swing right back to y'all.
Peace.
Peace, family. So we back from the break, you know what I'm saying? So we about to let AU, you know what I'm saying, dropping this last topic we about to get into, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, so bro gave me the opportunity to share some shit. Told him I was in a good space, and I was like, yo, you know what I mean? I know you said you was going through your own personal healing, and you know, it's a lot of people out here going through stuff, you know, whether it's dealing with children, your job, COVID, not having money. It's a ton of shit that people are going through.
Yeah.
Especially the brothers in particular. And you know, I wanted to know, where could you find the information to take your first step in the healing process? Like, if somebody watching this right now was like, yo, I need personal healing, I need a time to, you know, get this shit in order, man. Like, what can I do? Where can I go? Where do I start? You know what I mean?
The first thing that I try to do is whatever question that I have,
Right.
I type it in, you know what I'm saying? And from there, it's usually trying to find some kind of therapy or something or someone that's like-minded, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I don't really want to go out and pay for therapy for somebody who, you know, went to school for this when they got these videos right here. I just have to teach myself to sit down and get this information, you know what I'm saying? So it's literally like I force myself to do therapy, you know what I'm saying? But the difference with my therapy is it's like some people can go to a physical therapy session and sit there for an hour, but I can take my therapy session as long as I want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
did you develop? My bad, not to cut you off. Did you develop up until that point, like the hour or beyond the hour? Like, I think a lot of men are subconscious about like how long is too long. What am I doing? Like, Can I get a little more depth? Like, how do you
So the time as far as how long I watch him isn't based on physical time. It's not based on man time. So
gotcha.
That should be on spiritual time.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I put that shit on and it'd be like, nigga, you just needed 30, 40 minutes.
Right.
Sometimes I put it on and it's like, I might have been on it for 3-4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then had to put it on to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And then it helps me, for one, with working on myself, being able to physically sit myself down, train myself to be able to listen. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then take information that's kind of helpful for me and kind of like not really hurtful for me, but hurtful knowing that I've experienced some shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's more like between doing that shit, I have to also get outside. You know what I'm saying? I have to be outside. Right. Like, and once again, that's based on universal time. It's not on man time. So, like earlier today, I only went out for like 20, 30 minutes. But sometimes when I leave out in the morning time, I might sit out there for an hour, hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the universal time. So between those things and trying to focus on everything that I'm trying to build right now, you know what I'm saying, and then making sure that I'm healing myself properly for my daughter as well, because I don't want to be damaging in the process as well. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm creating some of your turmoil in your soil for you, but I want to be aware of the shit that I'm dropping down. So
that's deep, bro.
It's a tough process. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough process.
What do you think your biggest hurdle has been up until this point? Well, let me not say that because you probably still gonna go through that. What was the biggest hurdle that led you to having to reheal?
Shit. I went 30 years without running into evil beings, females. You know what I'm saying? So it was really. It was Eve. Eve did that shit. It was really 3 different ones. You know, the universe working 3s. You know.
That's a prime number.
It is. So before all of those, before the last.
Shout out to Dawn. That's a prime number.
I know. You feel me? That's why I say I shouldn't ignore it. It's hard to ignore, and it's hard for me to bypass that knowledge or information that was given to me and that I experienced. It's like I was experienced 20 years before then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that weird, crazy, unhealthy shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just shit. It wasn't unhealthy and toxic. It was just unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? Like we just wasn't meshing and working. It wasn't like a bunch of arguing shit. It was just like hey, this shit ain't working. This shit ain't working. All right, cool. You know, normal, regular shit. You know what I'm saying? But the last 3 was just so far beyond my thought process because of all the weird manipulation shit that was going on. You know, you run into motherfuckers and you be like, oh, that motherfucker crazy. It's something behind that, and I had to figure out what the fuck it was because I was wondering, like, damn, once I was in it so long, I started thinking, is this shit me? I was like, no, this shit true. Me. It's not me. So it made me dig and look at myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was a fucking 10-year hurdle. You know, physical time. It's no telling how long that shit is going to be in the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? In the spirit world, it don't feel like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But when I say the number, it sounds like
your physical body feels like, yo, that was 10 years.
Hell yeah.
Listen, you better for it, man. I commend you for going to that deep into your consciousness. You know what I mean? A lot of people just, like you said, they choose to ignore, they choose to cut out. Like they just gonna bow out to whatever.
So what turmoil did you run into for you to dig into your process in your space?
I mean, I think, you know, COVID had a lot to do. I'm going to put it like this. For a lot of people, like, I can't say I was dealing with depression, but I had depressive thoughts at times. So, you know, you get into a space where COVID takes away a lot of the things that used to take up your time. So the shit that you would do to mask whatever you didn't want to deal with, you had the opportunity to do. So I was working 2 jobs. I was doing the music shit. I was driving. I was anything I could do to not have to deal with what the fuck was bothering me. You know what I'm saying? With COVID, shit shut down. Nothing was moving. Couldn't go nowhere. Like a lot of niggas got trapped with them feelings. You know what I mean? Like you got caught in now having to deal with that understanding of the shit that's been bothering you. So, you know, you get into seeing that, like, damn, maybe I'm not as good as a father as I should be. Damn, I don't think I'm as good as a son as I should be. Or, fuck, like, I missed a lot of my sister's childhood because I was doing wild, stupid shit. Like, you know, am I being a good enough adult example? So, you know, all that shit in turmoil. Then you got to deal with life
that you got going on that you indulge in.
Right, and it's all mental. We're not even talking about the physical strain of this situation.
I feel on everything you just.
You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta, you know, you feel me, bro?
Lord,
that's the shit. I'm telling you, like that's the shit you dealing with, and then at the same time, you gotta put on this persona and go out here and be presentable in this world that hates you too. Like now you snapping into the physical, you gotta pay bills, you gotta go work, you gotta do your hours. You still gotta find time to be all those things you don't think you are. A good son, a good brother, a good father figure, a good husband, a mentor, boyfriend, whatever you are. Now you feel like you lack in these areas because you got your time in this other shit. So you torn. You gotta be a provider and you gotta be there. That shit is impossible. You feel me? So that's like when we talk about, you know, the simpler ways of living, you get that type of common understanding. Yeah. You feel me? Like that shit is craziness. It's no way you could be both. You know what I mean? But then you get into these examples of trying to create financial stability, and that takes time. But you know what I realized in this entire transition is that being broke is hard and being rich is hard. You gotta choose which hard you're trying to do.
Yeah, everything.
They both hard, bro. Pause.
Life
like big
is
pause
hard.
on all the shit I just said, but real life, like you gotta choose your difficulty because you gonna struggle on both ends. But one end has a lower percentage of being successful, but it has a higher grossing blessing for the rest of your
more value.
You feel
One
me?
has
Like
more value and better grounding.
Way more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I feel
right back to 100% of the shots you don't take. So, you know, it just snapped me back into trying to figure out, okay, how do I recenter myself? How do I get back on task? Like, what do I have to do? I was reaching out. You changed
your thoughts, or you communicated with somebody, or you interacted, like you used one of these robots that we got?
It's all mental.
Yeah.
Everything
through the universe.
Yeah, everything
you just go within.
The same.
It's okay to get your answers from within. People think they gotta get that shit from out here, and then you tell somebody you got it from within. They be like, well, I could go to Google. Fuck Google.
Yeah, my nigga.
Fuck Google. That's why I trust YouTube more, because these are different beings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the only reason why I trust that process more. Like if I catch you up there and I catch fucking Jay-Z up there, I know you more organic than what this shit is up here. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
But go ahead, sorry. I just had to throw that shit in.
Nah, you good, man. Fuck, I was that G.
Man, we is diving deep, man, in that whole.
Oh, I got you. Snapping my shit back together. So, it was a mental struggle, but I had to sit down with myself. You know what I mean? Like I said, you said, niggas had all them demons. Now you gotta face them. You gotta deal with them. You don't got nothing but time. Niggas ain't working and you getting paid, so you can't complain. You feel me? Like, I was trying to find every reason to be outside because shit was closed. Like, I was never at the crib, and then I came home and I was like, damn, this how the house is because you ain't never here.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, my son went through 5th grade and I didn't really remember shit. Like, I went to the graduation. I was like, damn, he graduated? Like, I couldn't remember from school start he need clothes to, he's leaving elementary school.
Damn.
So I was like, bro, I gotta slow down. Like, we gotta figure out what the fuck is going on. And you just gotta start tapping into a point, like, where you take shit out your life and it's like, bro, like, all right, this ain't good, this ain't good. You know what I mean? The same old saying, you know, I prayed to God to take away my enemies. I started losing niggas that was friends to me. Like, niggas I loved, you feel me? Like, that shit was disappearing. Motherfuckers I had genuine, you know, expressive feelings for, like, side joint. We gonna keep it real. Side, whatever you was into, like, the side joints, the main, like, all that shit was like, bro, all this shit is a mess. You feel me? And I had to figure out, okay, what do I need to remove? I knew shit that had to go immediately. That was common sense. Like, all right, we're not gonna fight this. Like, you know, that don't have no positive bearing on your life at all. Like, that shit bust. You gotta get that out of there.
If you do, it's just for a selfish person.
Exactly. You feel me? Seductive understanding. So you gotta get rid of that shit. And I just locked in. I got an opportunity to rekindle, you know, the relationship I had with my son. He started playing football. We started practicing. I started falling back in love with shit I loved before. Then it just gave me a different perspective. Like, you know, you get to see your son. Like, all the shit I wish my pops was there for. Like, I was there for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got to see that nigga basketball game, his football game, his baseball shit. That nigga hit a home run, score a touchdown, like hit a 3-point. I seen it. So I was like, my nigga, what? This the shit that my pops was missing? I'm not missing this shit. That shit snapped me right back. Because I realized I got a young man on my hands. This is somebody who's paying attention to everything. Every time it's a struggle, he looking at me like, how does my pops deal with this? Because that builds character. That's the shit that niggas like. We had to get on our own. We still got to the same point. But I ain't have an example of like, yo, when shit ain't working, what do I do? I got a female. That's an emotional creature. Love her to life, but that's all women. Especially when she got babies. Like,
I have a little female.
You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna be here for you till it's over with for her. If you got a ride, I got the shovel and the shotgun and the alibi. So, but nah, brother, like, yo, I didn't know what that looked like. What does a strong black man look like? I had no idea.
Feel so bad
I had Uncle Phil, my nigga.
I only feel so weird because there's not a lot of niggas like us. So if it was a lot of niggas like us, and I know she gonna run into another young man that has a lot of principle, morals, and values.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm cool. I don't give a fuck about that physical intercourse and all that
that's
shit.
not.
Like, that's what other people. Like, what do we fuck my daughter? Nigga, you weird.
Right.
Like,
what's going on?
Reproduction.
Right. Come on,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? You don't have to use it for a transactional cause, you know what I'm saying? That's what we use it for in this day and age, is transactional. So we have to start reteaching that, look, this shit is used for reproduction, not transactional, you know what I'm saying? So once you get them out of that transactional process, it'll be easier for them to be like, oh, no, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. You start teaching them how powerful that shit is, not giving that shit away and sharing that energy and taking other people's energy.
I was about to say, a lot of people don't know that every time you got a piece of that person. You feel me?
Yeah. Like, that's why you always feel like you can hit somebody back up after you get the pussy.
Jesus Christ sandals, nigga. Oh my goodness.
I got the pussy already. I can hit
bro, you ever, yo.
They already got the dick. You think you can hit me back. What, bitch? What? I told you I don't want the pussy.
That nigga, my son said they going to Miami getting surgery. I done hit how the fuck you curving me? Like, it be wild. Like, my energy be mad different. And I'm gonna keep it real. Shorty should be mad thankful I'm not a grimy nigga. Cause, yo, it be wild. Like, that shit break your heart, but that's what real niggas do.
Yeah, I know.
You think I'm about to miss my chance of being a real nigga by telling you who did it when I know who did it, but I ain't gonna tell you because I'm gonna take the charge? That's what real niggas do.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. Yo, that's the strongest speech ever.
You gotta eat that.
My man said, what? That shit, yeah. But on a different note, praise be to all women. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100% supportive of everything. Everything a black queen does. We were talking about specific individuals and that small percentage of these bitches out here.
Yeah, I got a whole female daughter that I'm here for. We got mad respect.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's clarify.
Yeah,
because you know these niggas would be.
That's for the retarded, confused motherfuckers.
Yeah, the goofy niggas. Matter of fact, cut this off. If you lasted this long, you can't even.
Yeah, big fact.
Right.
Everybody that know me know my little mini stay with me and shit female 24/7 when I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is.
Bro, how is it to be a girl dad?
It's weird.
I'm gonna keep it real.
It's weird.
It sounds fucked up. I pray to God I'll never have a girl.
Cause there's no way to be perfect, and you trying to constantly figure out how to like, not how to be perfect, but be giving the best example at every single moment, so that way they don't go get a weird nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga biggest fan is a weird nigga.
Bruh, my daughter ain't going to fuck with no other females. I already know, so I'm just keeping it a band. It's going to be another nigga in the picture. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, just make sure this translates to something valuable.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
That's an easy thing to ask for.
Be on the weird shit, like, hey, you wanna go hang out tonight, do this shit? Cool. Let me check the nigga vibes. Oh, I already showed you how to check temperatures. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You already know what's up and what to
She
look
got
for.
her education.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to shoot your shot with this one, just to go test the waters, you know, you go out somewhere and do something. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. I ain't gonna hold you up. It's just me. I'm just supposed to be there to guide you through the process. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What the only scary part is if one of these weird niggas try to do some extra and you far away, and then I gotta get there to you as fast as possible to hurry and kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck with my mini. I'm just saying.
You gonna die, you hear me?
Yeah. That's the only way. You got to go to your next journey. Don't fuck with my mini. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I know how to
That's
keep
on
it.
God.
Don't fuck with my mini. Yeah, come holler at me. If you got an issue, look, your daughter did some shit to me. I want to take it out on you. Cool, nigga. Let's put some gloves on.
Knuckle it the fuck
yeah,
up.
well, let's do something. Let's figure something out. But if you do something to her, just know that you gonna have to check daddy vibes. And if not, I'm coming to check yours. Either way, it's going down. Like,
don't think because you don't come to me, I'm not gonna come see you.
Yeah. Hey, when I was younger, I used to pull up to niggas' houses for that smoke. I done pulled up to plenty niggas' houses asking for that smoke and caught some smoke in front of niggas' houses. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I won't do it for my mini. That's what I'm saying. We done been in enough experiences now, and I done been in enough physical experiences now that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. Right. I could be smiling, come over here and be ready to knock somebody the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
their head off their shoulders.
Yeah, like, that's not what I plan on doing. That's not like what I go out to do. But if the occasion calls for it, motherfucker, then that's where it's gonna go to. I'm just letting you know that now. That's how it's always been. You know what I'm saying?
Public service announcement.
Yeah, I did 3 years in prison. That ain't a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? But you don't just go in and out that motherfucker and look this good.
Yo,
let me stop.
I'm just man, Will.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I feel you.
Check
brother.
the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for me, like when I had to go do that 3, like my shit was easy. That shit was fun. Like, I know that's weird to say, but I'm used to being in survival mode.
Right.
So basically, all you do is take away the bills from me. And I'm in survival mode, so if a nigga want to test me, nigga, this the mode I've been in my whole life.
Right.
So now niggas already see, like, okay, that nigga ready for the mode. I'm cool, and you know what I'm saying? Oh, he a chill nigga. That nigga cool. Old heads fucking. Oh, that nigga be balling. He dragging niggas on the court. Right. That's how it was. Like, I ain't have the same issues. COs, you know what I'm saying? The bitches, man, you let niggas slide and shit for shit. Like, it wasn't the same kind of.
She gonna talk about that off camera. Go ahead. Go answer me. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm gonna talk to you about that off the camera. Here. Go ahead. I almost slipped up. My bad, cat. Do your thing.
Hey, I ain't got nothing in the picture. We are open book out this motherfucker.
Nah, listen. I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, open book out this bitch. But yeah, that shit was comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Some people have a hard time because they're in a weird space. For me, I got to get the fuck away from my chaotic household.
Right.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with myself already anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a different thought process for me. So, learn how to operate, you know what I'm saying? Or learn how to move in a room full of vultures, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know your soil, your turmoil that you in, you know what I'm saying? Knowing you getting ready to change vases or soils, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get pulled up, they get you in your whole roots. They do a good job at getting you in your roots and they can plant you somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that, bro.
So how was your transformations for you? How do you take those? Like, cause we always transform, like every 5 or 10 years. I don't know. We go through a lot of fucking transformations.
So my 30 is June 20th. So this upcoming weekend.
Oh yeah.
So this my step. Yeah, my step is right here.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Start feeling the body first.
Listen, I feel it now. All these old football injuries, nigga. What? I'm creaking over here. I need a tune up immediately. I'm about to drop some weight there. Niggas can't hear. We good. I gotta tune the fuck up. But I'm excited for this next 10 years or 5 years. Praying to God I get to those. You know what I mean? First and foremost, like I'm appreciative of getting to this point. I was at that same lost stage like everybody else. I had football dreams. Them shits ain't work out. I came back. I was regular. That's the biggest fear of any athlete on planet is to be a regular nigga again. on my mother, like, I came back to Virginia and I was like, yo, you is a regular nigga now. You gotta go get a job.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta look these niggas in the face like, nah, I don't play football no more. Like, you gotta go deal with this shit. So you 23, 24 years old. I'm like, yo, what the fuck do I do?
Get a job.
Yeah. Right? Put this body to use like every dumb young nigga. I'm working for moving companies. I'm working for distribution centers. I'm working construction. Anything I can put my body into.
You need plantation.
Because that's all I got. Yeah, exactly.
You need plantation.
Destroy the mind, keep the body. I was in a slavery position.
I did the same.
All I thought was that my body was what could get me through all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get to a point, I go back to school, I get some little shit in, enough to get some certifications and shit. I start doing like more corporate shit. So like I was like a site supervisor for CFA. That's like the security team out there. If you don't know who CFA, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who
flight
CFA.
boss. Top flight motherfucking security of the world, Craig.
Nah, listen. You see Wayne head over here with these motherfucking jokes. My nigga over here shot a bomb my clock.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
The world, Craig. Listen, I was a suit, nigga. I wore regular clothes.
Men in black.
Nigga, I was in the car all day.
For real.
Nigga, y'all can't do nothing now. I don't work for y'all. I was downtown shooting in Richmond because that's where that shit was at. Like, it was the security joint was looking. I was in Richmond wilding out all day. I drive back at like 3 o'clock, be there by 5 o'clock. The fuck out.
That's fucked up. All you gotta do is be a nigga with no felons and you can get those kind of
You
jobs.
feel
That's
me?
fucked up. Like,
Listen.
nigga, you look like a regular nigga like me, but
Listen.
because I got that paperwork, you can do it just
listen,
like
listen.
that.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, bro. I went to Fork Union Military Academy.
Yeah, that's
graduated.
what he went to.
I know.
I was
1 year. I followed him and Denzel over there. Denzel, the nigga that told. Shout out to Denzel, man. Denzel told me that.
Wilson?
Wilson,
Me
Denzel
and
played
Tremaine was like this through school.
Word.
So Denzel, we basically raised him, and we kept the nigga nice in sports.
Listen,
Him and Thomas Brown. Thomas
Yeah.
stayed across the street from me in Cool Springs when I was over that way.
That's
Before
crazy.
he moved out the way and then came back and hit a growth spurt. Either way,
That's
that's
my
neither
nigga
here
too.
nor there. We just going in.
That's my brother too, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what that shit was on.
Damn,
That
that's
shit
what's
was
good, man. Man, we've been running this shit the fuck up.
You
know
heard?
what I'm saying? We've been running it up. It's been another fire motherfucking episode.
You already know, man.
what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. Before
Let 'em
we
know.
get up out of here, yeah, give me.
Let 'em know.
Listen, before we get up out of here, July 4th, put it in your calendars. Peace God is dropping, visuals is dropping, mixtape is dropping, EP is dropping. There's a lot of shit. Yeah, it's a lot of shit coming, man.
The
It's a lot of
shopping
shit
cards.
coming. Yeah,
You can catch it
stay
while
in
it's
tune.
dropping.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. It's Ayo Ave. That's AYEYOAVE. Go ahead and get that on there. It's Instagram, all them other good platforms that you can find a brother on. You heard? I'm about to have you had ass to drop. Niggas is bugging. You got me fucked up. Nigga, we gonna name that mixtape that. Hey yo! I'm gonna have you screaming that shit in every song. Fuck out of here. But nah, man, I got a lot of shit coming. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate this brother over here for this platform, and we gonna get in tune. Get in tune if you not. TrakWolf Godcast, you heard?
Man, y'all know what fucking
Fuck out of
time
here.
it is.
You know the vibes.
Y'all know the vibes, man. You know the vibes.
Y'all know the
We got
vibes.
A in the motherfucking building, you know
Hey,
what I'm
yo.
saying? Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Ev, you know what I'm saying?
Ev.
My nigga gonna be back through the building, you know
Oh,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Love. That's what we
Tapping
doing,
in,
you know
man.
what I'm
That's
saying?
what we on.
24/7. Y'all
That's
make
for
sure
sure.
y'all tap in with Vinegar Hill, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I forgot. I gotta get busy on.
I see the merch right here.
Y'all make sure
you know what
y'all
I'm saying?
get busy, you know what I'm saying? I'ma have that shit
My
down
brother,
below
that
too.
chain.
Actually, Nefuso, she got the jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Got the copper,
Listen.
the pyrite, and the obsidian, you know what I'm saying? Put the fuck in there, you know what I'm saying? Get your mind right, get your spirit
Shouts out
right,
to
get
that.
in tune, you know what I'm saying? It's been another
Zoom in
fire
on that.
episode.
That's fire.
TrakWolf Godcast.
TrakWolf.
Signing out.
Hey yo.
Hey you!
Av, nigga.
Now I came making moves.
Off white, still do 30,000 on the off night. Hindsight, his body would've dropped it for live right. Ayo, niggas say they gon' let that K go. Fuego, banana be the clip for this Draco. Extendo mag, we the no man pass. If you drop that bag, shooters on that ass. Better hold your breath. Killers in the crib, taking Euro step. Pass he left no ID in the gunman cause he ambidex. Gun smoke, you ain't testifying if your lungs broke. Long scope, fitted with a beam and a poncho. Penny Blanco, from the Bronx like I'm macho. Del Camacho. this HK got a stock for. We let it rock though. It's Bon Jovi when the ops froze. Watch for the cops though. A couple shooters in the drop low. Pulling up, niggas contemplating if they cool or what. The Ruger tuck, we gon' bang it out. All my shooters clutch, they moving up. They one to the back, the other to the front. They closing in. Terminator style, all they do is win the barrel spin. Cases get to jumping off your fucking brim. Cases get to jumping off your fucking brim.
Monsters, you ain't about the team. You a lame, you imposters. Mercedes with the beam, blinders and here comes the robbers. Searching with a knife, cut your heart. I'm a doctor, I'm smooth with the chopper. Hey, the grind non-stop. I'm addicted to the game, I want my spot. I'm untouchable, God reflex. Now I came making moves, fuck defense. Listen, the grind non-stop. I'm addicted to the game, I want my spot. I'm untouchable, God reflex. Now I came making moves, fuck defense.